Good morning, child welfare. It is Friday morning, September 5th. I hope everybody is doing well and looking forward to this fall weather that we are getting a preview of this weekend. I wanted to come and just kind of summarize briefly some of the practice changes that you all are all seeing and hearing about and kind of where those came from. So as we all remember, coming into 2025 and in the summer, we had some high-level case reviews and recognized some issues with practice that we wanted to give some attention to. We held about a 6-week task group specifically focusing on how we are looking at history in regards to decision making. So red teams all the way through assessment decisions, permanency decisions. And so through that task group, we also recognized a few other things that we wanted to address with practice. So as you are all probably aware, we are definitely giving some more attention to how we are looking at history and how far back we're looking at history and giving that its due attention. We also wanted to beef up just our understanding of safety on the floor, so we have increased our training opportunities for red team trainings and safety and risk assessment trainings, and those are going to continue to be offered throughout the year at various times. One of the recommendations from the red team or from the history task group was to look at what is the difference between virtual red teams and in-person red teams. And so over the last several months, we've had a few supervisors offer some in-person red teams. We have spoke with some staff, and we are wanting to move our red teams back to in-person. We have purchased whiteboards so that all of our supervisors have whiteboards and markers. And what we have found was that there is far more engagement. The learning opportunities, we have engaged our newer staff. It is almost at 100% report that our newer staff feel like they get a better educational opportunity when it's in person. There's more conversation, and that their learning curve is definitely on the right path. So what we are going to be doing is, starting in October, we are going to be moving our red teams back to in-person. The schedule will come out. Now, I will say a virtual option is going to be available, so if there are some scheduling problems early in October, and then moving forward, if there are emergencies, family emergencies, obviously if you're ill and we can't get coverage, or just coverage in general when somebody was not planning on coming in for an in-person red team and we need to get that covered, the virtual option is going to be there, but the expectation is that we're moving those red teams back to in-person. And again, the purpose of all of these decisions, everybody, is that we are wanting to continue to be as good as we possibly can when it comes to child safety. And when we put it all together and we spoke with various staff from different ages on the floor and different experiences, that red team in person kept coming up as something that we needed to move forward to. So we are going to be moving that. I am certainly open. I was not able to talk to everybody on the floor. Certainly open to hear some conversations around that, but we are going to be doing that, and we need to be doing that in October. So again, I just wanted to reiterate that these decisions and these practice changes, although I will be the first one to say I could have done a better job at communicating those, and I'm going to do that moving forward. But the purpose behind all of these practice changes is simply one thing, and that is child safety. And so if anytime you have any questions about that, my hope is that your supervisor and manager, and certainly myself, are going to be having those conversations, certainly with the lens that child safety is priority, and that's what we're moving to. So with that said, folks, I'm going to call it a video this morning. Again, I'm open to questions and concerns. Even if you're happy about this move, I'd love to hear that. Bring those questions and concerns to your supervisor, manager, and myself. We are certainly welcome to have conversations about those, and I hope everybody has a great rest of their weekend, and we'll see you around the corner. Bye-bye.